What is going on, everybody? How you doing today? Today's going to be Biomutant. Never played this before. My friend told me about it. It looked good to me. Reviewers are kind of iffy on it, but some of them are just the stupidest of complaints. And most people don't know what a good game is. So there's that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started on Biomutant.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Let's see what the settings are. English, speech, English, scale, don't know yet. So, comic book effects, yes, of course. Let's turn the music down a bit. Sound effects down a little bit. Alright. Of course it has to restart. Why wouldn't it? THQ Nordic. Skip it. Skip it all. Let's skip it. Let's skip. Can I skip? Let me skip. Unreal 4. Skip. Skip it. Already watched it.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life
What is
still
up,
stands.
FSG? How you doing, man?
Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
I don't know why you're not showing up in my text box though. It shows up on my phone. Can you hear me alright though? If not, everything's too loud.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Why is it not in there? Dude, everything about streaming is junk. It's going. It's a
Encode
little
your
kitty
DNA.
kitty. Nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser development intellect. No. Hybrid offshoot, physical strength. Both physical and mental. Yeah, we were supposed to, but here it is, 10 o'clock, and our boy's not on yet. So I didn't want to wait much longer and then not be able to play anything, so here I am. Psionic output. I want to shoot shit. That's all I'm saying. Who shoots? Somebody has to use a gun. Intellect. That man's horrible. Health and armor's down. Agility move. So you got, wait. I know you went over to the mall. You got that one. Is that what you're talking about? Or you got another one on top of that? Oh, nice. Where's that one? Is it the same type of thing? I really don't know what to pick. Like, this kind of stuff kills me. I'm really mad that my chat's not popping up on my computer for whatever reason. Oh, okay, nice. I'm gonna spend all day just on this. I don't know what to pick. I'm gonna go with smarts.
Define your genetic structure.
Well. Wait a minute, so... You're not doing the mall anymore?
Choose a genetic resilience.
Oh, okay. I think dead middle might be the way to go, because I don't know what's prevalent in this game at all.
Choose your fur style.
My fur style. Oh, that looks like a sloth. That looks like my guinea pig. No. Was CC bad? You're not sure about 5G? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna do this, dude.
Pick your main color.
Oh, purple. Oh, okay. Are you over there near 13, or where are you gonna be at?
Choose your detail color. Pick your main color.
Oh. Well, then take it, man. Do it up. Oh, so, okay, we're right near. Alright, I know where you're at.
Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-freak.
Man.
Saboteur. Sentinel.
Damn, dude.
Saboteur. Psy-freak. Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur. Commando.
Yeah, I think I'll have to do that. Lack of armor.
Commando.
Oh,
chosen.
nice. That always helps. Definitely.
Sounds good. Here's
Welcome to
somebody
every other
with a
game.
troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the
I
road
mean,
where you make a choice
You gotta be, man.
or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
No. This is like playing Sith or Jedi.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't contradict yourself like that. You made the right choice to begin with. Why would you change your mind?
Because you can't deny what's deep within your heart. Sometimes a thought is just a thought. In the end, it's the way you act that counts.
But remember, this is just the beginning of the end.
Light or
Eventually,
dark?
It'll be my way
3 people
or the
watching.
highway.
Which way am I going? Oh. Yeah, his sensitivity is wild. How do you make it work? Wow. And look, only heathens do this. If Kerber's watching, this is for you. Heathens do this. And I don't know who does this. It's just ridiculous.
Right is always
There
right.
we go.
Stories of death and the
Yeah,
bodies
I
left
mean, he was at
behind.
work for a while.
A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one
He,
that
he might
preys
have to
on
be someone here in the morning, too. Okay, I could probably turn that up a little bit more.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world.
I know one thing.
and
I need to
got
get a
lost
4K
in your
capture
own.
card because it scales my TV down
Meanwhile,
from
The
4K down to
predator
1080
only
and
grew stronger.
it's not great. Yeah, I am too, but I need to play some games. Plus tonight I actually kinda gotta stay up. Oh, I wasn't even looking at all. Yeah, I bet.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time.
Yeah,
nor
I didn't really
place
feel
to
like it too
end
much
this
either,
story.
but I mean, I have to. You have that liberty, I don't yet. I'm up to 40 now, I think. I don't know. Maybe my daughter, and I don't know past that. I know one thing. If people are in here not talking, start talking. Do us all the favor. Say hi.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. Close encounter. Neutralized.
Alright, man.
Itchy trigger finger.
Yeah, of course it is. Some of the games on the new systems, man, same game as the old one, just double the size on the new system. It's ridiculous. Great.
Flex those arms.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only beat that one once. I wanted to go through and do other endings.
The oil
I haven't done
sludge
it yet.
is everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Ooh, I am dying slowly.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Scrapalicious.
I know I dodged that shit. Yeah. Nope. This doesn't look promising. Yep. I knew it. I am not hurting that dude at all. That's so clever than it should have. Defeating enemies complete quests give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu and Perks menu. To go to the menu, press It's a lot of buttons. Shitty.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
But it...
Whoa. It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Hot metal. Doom.
Yo, what's up, man?
Wonder who put it here.
Does it matter? Yeah, I assumed you weren't getting on, dude.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Yeah, I'm not really as far into it as it looks like I am. It took me a minute to make my character because I'm indecisive. But yeah, so far so good.
Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Well, fancy that. A bleak look into the future.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help
He's
him out.
adorable.
Slash and dash. Got her.
It's him.
Blasting everything to bits. Almost there. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Oh, your guys' damn gamer tag or tags on here are so similar. I don't know who's talking half the time. So stupid. I want to go up there. Yeah, I know, but I when I read things, like, so I know it's quicker, it just, I see the end of the tag and, yeah.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He
FSG gonna
sounds
take that though?
familiar.
He said you have
just
periods.
can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date.
I don't even know what
He
that
knows
stands
he's
for.
way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He does not seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed
Dude,
child that
supremely
grew up as an
energetic.
outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it... It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's... The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Sweet. This is where they would hide, like, something in some game. Wow.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with
Yo,
this
I would do
little
that, seriously,
tree here,
legit.
fueling its source of life. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Is there fall damage? Nope.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of... Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Yeah, that's what he means. They
He's
go up in like
grateful
strips.
for all the help he can
Like
get.
big-ass
There's
pieces of,
lots
like,
of
wallpaper.
mono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the pensai tree. They're hiding in the glitter grass that mostly grows deep inside damp caves, where they draw mineral from the
Moist
natural
caves.
rock.
Moist.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today,
Dude, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I would seriously do that though. That would be fun. There's no room for moving up, I feel though, so that would be something else. Manager billboard installer. It's not that high, dude. Come on, man. It's like 30 feet. 40.
now that you've
Be all right.
seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this
plenty
day
of
on,
room.
he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Stupid.
One day, the land won't be
Yo,
as
is one my
peaceful.
good, my volume alright?
Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can all... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today.
You know, tell me first. I would go.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
It's just a ladder, man. Straight up, straight down. You have a big platform up there.
He lost you there for a while.
You'd be alright.
But no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow.
It's not like you'd be climbing up those like
He
400
says
foot
he
like
remembers
towers.
every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life. But
That
now
would be something
he's
else.
afraid it
Have to
might
change the
be
red
in
bulb at the
vain.
very, very top of it.
The tree started to die when the end of days begun. And it the genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive.
Ugh.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs
Gizmo,
help
don't
defeating
feed him
the
after
Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that
You
dwells
don't gotta trust
deep
people.
down
You do it
under the
yourself.
surface at the
If you
end
fall,
of
it's your
the
fault.
Northwest Route.
Why would you fall off a ladder? You just stand there. It's not
Nocco has
difficult,
tamed the
man.
Midget and is preparing to take on
Exactly,
the Hoof
trust
Puff
yourself.
at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide. A machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this.
Am I seriously the only one that would do it?
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once
Yeah, I
you've
mean, I know
played your part in
pay-wise,
the
you know, you
tribe
don't wanna,
war
you know,
and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Dude, it's only a billboard. Again, you know those towers I'm talking about, the ones that are like 400 foot tall? Like usually red and white, and they have cables attached to them keeping them up. Like that's tall.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
I got an achievable. Yeah.
A sign
But see, again, a building,
maps it
like,
out
you got
for the
flat surfaces.
cartographically challenged.
Now the
Let's
window
see.
washer, that might be something else. I don't know if I'd be wanting to hang on two little cables on a platform, you know, outside of like the name a building. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, yeah, like those, exactly.
Let's see.
I mean, I remember, I've been on top, I've been on the Empire State Building and WTC, obviously,
That must
before
be the
what
World
happened.
Eater that chewed
And,
off Out of Date's
I mean, you
leg.
feel those buildings
You'll need
swing.
a hat trick to bring that down.
I couldn't
The
imagine being on
World
a radio
Eaters
tower
have
on
made
top
their
of,
marks
like,
on our
you know,
world over time.
the WTC building.
That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave
I don't
in
know.
its wake.
Somebody who doesn't talk. Or leave a like.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Do you know the way, my brother?
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
The inner balance has two halves that completes a wholeness that flow through all things. This is very Star Wars-like.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Oh, dude,
Anyway,
I don't even know.
He
I don't
needs
even
help
remember what it
and
says.
says
But
it's
yeah,
by
you're right,
your
I know.
actions you'll be judged, not by your
Help me out.
intentions.
I don't know what I'm working on if I don't know what I'm doing. Can't fix it if I don't know what's broke. Bam.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
I mean, it just says what it is.
That's a spark of light in you!
It's VonRYZING live stream Biomutant.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
Yeah. I don't know. I just figured my name would be in there.
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict
Series X
between
and all
the
that's in my
tribes is
tags.
worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf.
But I'll work on it.
Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same.
I was only worried if they could or couldn't, and never stopped to think about whether they should.
The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak.
What helps when they
They
search?
believe a
That's all this
cleansing
the
is
tags were for.
necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life.
No, but the title's in
But
there.
siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad
I could just
thing.
put Biomutant. If
Fate
that's what
will
they're looking
find
for.
a
That's what they
way.
find. And again, the tags are for that. The title's just for the title, correct?
Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world
What
can
else
be
are they there
saved,
for?
but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe. Out of date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly new game. Well, I can't say fairly new, it's really new. And it's been talked about for a while.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? You don't have the key energy for that. It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. Nice shot. Mysteries unlocked.
That's right.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Thinks you should just put one paw ahead of the other and make your way up there. The tribe is always open to a new face.
Sibi? La panen agin kan man. Gerat na fal of hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Accept the game's end goal to save. Choosing destiny for rivals.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination, A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything.
They sound like a whole pile of dirtbags.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. They might bring them war, but they'll never take away their inner peace. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Say that.
You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. They passed the point of no return as their words lost power and see no other way forward than using violence to combat violence. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that'll make you remember.
Sweet.
Thinks Myriad and Lotus would make a tough matchup these days. Says you'll meet again. Thinks Lobo really is stunning. Who else would build... Glad you're wise enough to work during the day. Understands you have other places you need to go. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard
Don't want
by
the mumps.
evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Shot through. All fired up. You're not dead yet. Smirked.
Yeah, that's a lot of health.
Bullseye. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.
Yeah, he definitely took a piss on that pole. Ooh, I need to adjust the screen. I just noticed that. Odd.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a
There's
long-lost
some weird
past,
transitions
like
in this game,
whispers in the
though. That is
wind.
one thing I would definitely say. It's like abrupt cutoffs. Goop.
Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. And he'll be honored.
Damn. Trial by fire.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect.
Heard that my whole life.
As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too.
Hooray!
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. Being nice comes easy for him. That doesn't make it less important. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found.
Yeah.
He says every little thing counts. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little things, but if you make enough of them, they can have a big impact too. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Right.
did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. He thinks mastering the 6 weapon styles of Wang Fu is more than enough for anyone. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature, and she wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. Then start by meeting her on the village square and take it from there.
Okay.
They look determined. Better watch out.
Little guys don't get
He
shit on.
asks you to stop right there and wonders. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
I hate quick time events. Really do.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened? She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapon training at sunrise tomorrow, so they'll need all the rest they can get. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. She suggests that you forgive your enemies. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you found. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Says at least he says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with... The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will fit. He's looking... Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. Wants you to prove... Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. That's why you should be sure to thank him for it.
Hookah smoking bear. Alright, can I save? This is ridiculous.
Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. She's happy you appreciate... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luca Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Damn, man, that sucks.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It hasn't... She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains. and makes you immortal in their memory.
I don't know. I feel like this game is
As the
lazy.
moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here. I'm hungry, need to eat. I don't know. Gameplay solid. Right now there's just way too much dialogue for my liking. And some of the cutscenes just seem lazy. There's no transitions. They're just like abrupt. You would think, you know, mom dying, or it looks like dying, there would be some kind of heartfelt. It's not. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, so far so good though. I mean, it's not perfect. It's fun. It's fun enough. I will try to pick this back up probably Monday. I work all weekend, so this will probably be my last night playing until Monday. Everyone who has stopped by, thank you very much. If you left a like, I appreciate it. And that would be it. Until next time.